Hello students, welcome. So today I am going to teach you another figure of speech, that is metaphor. Okay, so now let's see what metaphor is. A metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two unlike things. As a literary device, metaphor creates implicit comparisons without the express use of like or as. Metaphor is a means of asserting that two things are identical in comparison rather than just similar. This is useful in literature for using specific images or concepts to state abstract truths. Same as in simile. In simile, we use like or as to make a comparison, whereas in metaphor, we directly compare. Okay, so what we cannot imagine as a comparison is possible through metaphor. That is the fact here. Okay. So now look at this picture where you can clearly understand how a metaphor works. The sun was a gleaming pearl. So they are comparing sun to a gleaming pearl, to a shining pearl. Okay. My baby brother is a cute little teddy bear. See, if it is a simile, it will come like my baby bear is like a cute little teddy bear. Whereas in metaphor, it is direct comparison without like or as. Okay. It directly says that the baby brother is a cute little teddy bear. Okay. Then third one, my sister's memory is a camera that remembers everything we see. So they are comparing sister's memory to a camera that can remember whatever she can see. Okay. The car seat is a fluffy cloud. So the car seat is like a fluffy cloud, very soft cloud. Okay. Custard is happiness in a bowl. As soon as you see custard, you gleam with happiness. Okay. So custard is happiness in a bowl. So this is how metaphor works. Okay. Now see the difference between the simile and the metaphor. The first one, you are as skinny as a rail. So in the first one, they are using simile. Okay, they are comparing that person to be skinny as a rail, whereas the second person directly says you are a mountain. He doesn't use you are as a mountain or you are like a mountain. He just says you are a mountain. So what the second person uses is a metaphor, and what the first person uses is simile. Okay, it is written in the shirts itself. You can see yes for simile and M for metaphor. Okay. Now, the common examples of metaphor. There are many common examples of metaphor in everyday conversation and writing. Here are some well-known uses of this figure of speech. Laughter is the best medicine. She's just a late bloomer. Is there a black sheep in your family? His heart of stone surprised me. I smell success in this building. He's buried in a sea of paperwork. There's a weight on my shoulder. Time is money. No man is an island. That actor is a tall drink of water. Age is a state of mind. Last night I slept the sleep of the dead. The new parents had stars in their eyes. So, see how it is being compared. Okay, there is no words like as or like as you could see in simile. It's a direct comparison. The for the first example, they are telling that laughter is the best medicine. Medicine is different, laughter is different, but they are making it to be an easily comparable term. Okay, so that is the magic of metaphor. Okay. Now, examples of metaphor in movie lines. You would have witnessed this metaphor in movie lines. Some of the most well-known lines in movies feature metaphor. Here are some memorable movie lines that showcase metaphor as an effective device. A dream is a wish your heart makes. It was taken from Walt Disney's Cinderella. In the movie Say Anything, there is a dialogue, the rain on my car is a baptism. In the movie The Princess Bride, there is a line which says life is pain, highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. Then in All About Eve, fasten your seat belts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Then in Carabet, life is a carabet, old chum. In Scarface, say hello to my little friend. In King Kong, it was beauty killed the beast. In Jennifer's Body, hell is a teenage girl. In Elf, you sit on a throne of flies. Okay, there will be blood. I drink your milkshake. So these are examples of metaphor in movie lines, in famous movie lines. Okay. Now we have come to the next part, the difference between metaphor and simile. It can be difficult in some instances to distinguish between metaphor and simile as literary device. Almost they look same. Okay, mostly people will not notice the use of like and as. Okay, now both are figures of speech designed to create comparison. Both are almost same. Just they are used to create comparison. Only differences in simile there will be words like or as, whereas in metaphor if there won't be any words, it will be a direct comparison. Okay. In fact, simile is a subset of metaphor. It's a subdivision. Actually, simile is a subdivision of metaphor. However, they are distinguished by the presence of one or two words like and as I told before. The only difference is in simile there will be a use of words like and as, whereas in metaphor it will not be. Metaphors create direct comparisons without using either of these words. Similes feature either like or as in making a comparison. Okay. Now, now let us see how to write a metaphor. Overall, as a literary device, a metaphor functions as a means of creating a direct comparison between two seemingly different things. This is effective for readers in that metaphor can create an association between two dissimilar entities or ideas that, as a result of a metaphor, illuminate each other and deepen the meaning of both. So you won't even imagine that they can be compared, but it is made possible through a metaphor. Okay, and with the use of metaphor, the two objects take a totally different meaning. Okay, so metaphor is an essential figure of speech for writers of both poetry and prose. So you can find it mostly in poetry, prose, in most of the literary works. Okay, they use it as a tool to bring in magic in writing. If they want to bring some beautiful comparison, the writers use metaphor. Okay, and it has grown to be used by anybody. Then it is important that writers construct proper metaphors so that the comparative meaning is not lost for the reader. See, just because you can compare anything, it is not that you can compare whatever you like. Okay, what you compare must be little bit reasonable. In fact, metaphors are dependent on the understandable combination of a principal term and a secondary term. So, the principal term and the secondary term should have an understanding. Okay, the principal term conveys the concrete or literal entity, and the secondary term is used figuratively to add meaning. Do you understand? So, these both are very important for metaphors. For example, in the metaphor, the car was a lemon. The principal term is car, okay, concrete object, and the secondary term is lemon. The use of lemon adds figurative meaning for the car. Is it clear to you? This is how you have to write metaphor. Okay. Now, metaphor helps create imagery. Metaphors allow writers to create imagery for readers that is limited by description alone. In other words, an effective metaphor eliminates the need for excessive explanation or description on the part of the writer. Okay? Instead, by implicitly comparing two different things, an image is created for the reader to allow for greater meaning and understanding. This imagery is a powerful result of using metaphor as a literary device. So, what they are trying to say is you need not be explaining through sentences and lines, okay? Just because with the use of metaphor, just with 3 or 4 words, you can create a beautiful understanding for the reader. You can make things understandable. Okay, so that is how it is. Metaphors are powerful. Okay, then evokes thought and emotion. See, when writers utilize metaphor as a literary device, it often causes the reader to think about the logic or truth in such a comparison. So readers will start thinking if there is any logic behind using such metaphors. Okay, these thoughts in turn may evoke emotion in the reader with a successful metaphor too. But when you create a successful metaphor, that kind of thought goes away. The reader just enjoys your writing. Okay, the realization, uh, the realization that the comparison is valid. Okay, so you have to be very careful when you use 2 different objects to create a comparison. Okay, you should bring some sort of emotion. It should bring some sort of happiness when the reader reads that particular phrase. Okay, this is especially effective in poetry as a means of portraying truths in a lyrical and concise manner. Okay, now how to come up with a metaphor. So now the question is, how can we come up with a metaphor? You don't need anything but your imagination to come up with a good metaphor, but some added flair can go a long way. So it is just all you need is just imagination. Okay, just as you draw a beautiful picture using your imagination, just as you design, okay, using your imagination, metaphors can also be created with imagination. If you have a powerful imagination, you can easily create a metaphor. But remember, you just cannot be using any object to make a comparison. So there should be some sort of what to say, some sort of feeling. Okay, some sort of feelings that the reader is able to enjoy the comparison. Okay, remember, metaphors often represent something that is hard to take literally. It is very very difficult for people uh, to to come out from their logical understanding and take metaphors lightly. But writers can create magic, and they can change the mindset of the readers through powerful use of metaphor. Okay, outside the world of George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones, it would be a bit difficult to find a person with an actual hand made of iron. Okay, in Game of Thrones, I think it is there are people who have hands of iron, but outside that, how do you imagine a person with a hand of iron? It, that means it's just it is not that the hand will be made of iron. It also means that the person who has an iron hand is very good in governance. Okay, very good in administration. Even for them, you can say his hand is made of iron. Okay, so that is how metaphors work. Then, advantages of using metaphors. Metaphors can make your words come to life. True enough, when you use powerful metaphors, you can make your words come to life. Often, you can use a metaphor to make your subject more relatable to the reader or to make a complex thought easier to understand. Metaphors are really complex, but they can be easily understood if there is a powerful writing. Okay, there can also be a tremendous help when you want to enhance your they can also be a tremendous help when you want to enhance your writing with imagery. As a common figure of speech, metaphors turn up everywhere from novels and films to presidential speeches and even popular songs. Okay, so when you hear presidential speeches or very high level formal speeches, you can definitely find a metaphor. Okay, So next time you listen to some sort of speeches, you imagine, you just listen, okay, listen, and there will definitely be a metaphor, okay. When they are especially good, they are hard to miss. See, actually, laughter is the best medicine is a phrase commonly used by everyone now, okay. So that if it is good, nobody is going to miss it. Definitely it is going to bring, it is going to be useful, and people will always apply it in their writing. Laughter is the best medicine, I could see almost in most of the writings, okay. So that is how the writer has created a powerful metaphor, okay. You really cannot imagine laughter and medicine, but the writer has used the powerful metaphor, which is world famous now, okay. So that is how metaphors work. Conclusion: metaphors help us relate to a complex world. They make concepts appear more real and tangible to us, and thus we are better able to digest certain concepts. Note the metaphor in this sentence too. Digest is different, concepts are different, but there's a metaphor here. Digest certain concepts, okay. So digest is only used for the body, but here the writer says digest certain concepts. You understand certain concepts, that the writer uses the word digest, it becomes a metaphor, okay. They can also help us explain complex topics much more effectively to our readers, okay. So such complex topics can also be made um, more effective to the readers, okay. Some complex topics, they can be made simpler with the use of powerful metaphor, and readers will definitely enjoy the way it is being compared. That is the magic behind metaphor, okay. And these are the links that helped me create this video presentation, and I'm thankful. Thank you very much, students. Hope you enjoyed metaphor, and definitely please notice whenever you read something, notice metaphors, and try to apply them when you write something. It will definitely enhance your writing. All the best, students.